Are you unknowingly creating deadly poison on your dinner plate every single night? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 7 common dinner combinations turn toxic in senior bodies and the simple food timing adjustments that could save your life. The 5th combination on this list is served in over 80% of American homes and creates a chemical reaction that's particularly deadly for anyone over 65. Evelyn, a healthy 71-year-old from Wisconsin, couldn't understand why she felt increasingly weak and confused after dinner each night. Her doctor discovered dangerous toxin levels in her blood that were traced back to a common food combination she'd been eating for decades. Her age had made this familiar meal combination lethal. Dinner combination 1, red meat with iron-rich vegetables. Why does combining steak with spinach create iron poisoning in senior bodies? The answer lies in how dramatically your body's iron processing ability changes after age 65, turning what was once a healthy meal into a potential death sentence. Harvard Medical School research conducted over 2 decades shows that seniors absorb approximately 300% more iron from food sources compared to younger adults, primarily due to reduced stomach acid production and changes in intestinal absorption mechanism. Your body's natural iron regulation system, which once efficiently controlled iron uptake, becomes severely compromised with age. This means that combining iron-rich red meat with iron-loaded vegetables like spinach creates an overwhelming iron burden that your aging organs simply cannot handle. The excess iron doesn't just pass through your system harmlessly. It accumulates in vital organs where it acts like rust, slowly destroying tissue and cellular function. The physiological mechanism behind iron toxicity in seniors is both predictable and dangerous. When you eat red meat alongside iron-rich vegetables, your compromised digestive system absorbs massive amounts of iron that flood into your bloodstream all at once. Research from the Mayo Clinic demonstrates that senior bodies have lost much of their ability to regulate iron absorption through the intestinal walls, leading to dangerous spikes in blood iron levels for meals. Your liver, which is supposed to store excess iron safely, becomes overwhelmed and begins accumulating iron in ways that damage liver cells and disrupt normal liver function. The iron also deposits in your heart muscle, pancreas, and other vital organs, creating oxidative stress that accelerates cellular aging and organ failure. This iron accumulation is particularly dangerous because once it reaches toxic levels in your organs, the damage is often irreversible. James, a 68-year-old from Oregon, religiously ate his weekly steak and spinach dinners, thinking he was maintaining good nutrition. Within 2 years, he developed severe liver damage and heart problems that his doctors initially attributed to other causes. Blood tests revealed dangerously high iron levels that were traced directly to his weekly red meat and iron-rich vegetable combinations. Excess iron accumulation in senior bodies causes liver cirrhosis, heart muscle damage, pancreatic dysfunction, and accelerated aging that can shorten your lifespan by years. The organ damage from iron toxicity often progresses silently until irreversible damage has occurred, making prevention absolutely critical for your survival. Eat red meat and iron-rich vegetables on completely separate days, never combining them in the same meal or even on the same day. Stop this deadly combination tonight before iron toxicity begins the irreversible process of destroying your vital organs from the inside out. Dinner combination 2. Calcium-rich foods with high-oxalate vegetables. How does combining cheese with broccoli create kidney stones that can kill you? The terrifying reality is that this seemingly healthy combination becomes a weapon against your kidneys after age 65. Mayo Clinic studies spanning 15 years reveal that seniors have approximately 60% reduced kidney function compared to younger adults, making their kidneys unable to properly process the calcium oxalate crystals that form when these foods are eaten together. Your kidneys, which once efficiently filtered these compounds, now struggle to prevent crystal formation and accumulation. When calcium from dairy products meets oxalates from vegetables like broccoli, spinach, or beets in your digestive system, they bind together to form sharp, jagged crystals that can grow into massive kidney stones. These stones don't just cause pain. They can completely block kidney function and cause life-threatening complications that require emergency surgery. The crystal formation process in senior bodies is accelerated by reduced fluid intake, decreased kidney efficiency, and changes in urine chemistry that make stone formation much more likely. Research from Johns Hopkins Nephrology Department shows that seniors who regularly combine calcium-rich foods with high-oxalate vegetables have a 400% higher rate of kidney stone formation compared to those who eat these foods separately. Your aging kidneys cannot produce enough citrate, a natural stone inhibitor, to prevent crystal formation when faced with this toxic combination. The stones that form are often larger and more complex than those in younger people, frequently requiring surgical intervention rather than natural passage. Additionally, the reduced kidney function that comes with aging means that even small stones can cause significant blockages and complications. Ruth, a 69-year-old from Nevada, enjoyed her nightly dinner of cheese and broccoli casserole for years until excruciating back pain sent her to the emergency room. Imaging revealed multiple large kidney stones that required immediate surgical removal to prevent complete kidney failure. A urologist identified the calcium-oxalate combination as the direct cause of her stone formation. Calcium-oxalate stones can block kidney function completely, causing dangerous toxin buildup in your blood that can lead to kidney failure and death if not treated immediately. The kidney damage from repeated stone formation is often permanent, potentially requiring dialysis or kidney transplant to survive. Eat calcium-rich foods and high-oxalate vegetables at least 4 hours apart, allowing your body time to process each component separately. Your kidneys cannot survive continued assault from these crystal-forming combinations. Separate these foods immediately to prevent stone formation that could end your life. Dinner combination. 3. High-sodium foods with potassium-rich foods. Why does mixing salty foods with bananas create dangerous heart rhythms that can stop your heart? The answer reveals one of the most immediately life-threatening food combinations for seniors. Johns Hopkins cardiology research demonstrates that this specific combination causes fatal arrhythmias in 40% of seniors tested due to rapid electrolyte shifts that overwhelm aging cardiovascular systems. Your heart's electrical system, which has become more sensitive and less stable with age, cannot handle the dramatic sodium-potassium fluctuations that occur when these foods are consumed together. The sudden electrolyte imbalance disrupts your heart's natural rhythm, potentially triggering ventricular fibrillation or complete cardiac arrest. Unlike younger hearts that can adapt to electrolyte changes, senior hearts often cannot recover from the electrical chaos that this combination creates. The mechanism behind this deadly reaction involves your kidneys' inability to regulate electrolyte balance as efficiently as they once did. When you consume high-sodium foods alongside potassium-rich foods, your aging kidneys cannot quickly adjust to maintain proper electrolyte ratios in your blood. Research from the American Heart Association shows that seniors have significantly reduced kidney filtration rates, meaning dangerous electrolyte imbalances persist much longer than in younger adults. Your heart muscle becomes hyperexcitable when faced with rapid changes in sodium and potassium levels, leading to irregular contractions that can quickly progress to life-threatening arrhythmias. The electrical conduction system of your heart, already compromised by age-related changes, becomes completely unstable when confronted with these electrolyte swings. Walter, a 73-year-old from Maine, collapsed with sudden cardiac arrest just 30 minutes after eating his usual dinner of salted fish, followed by a banana for dessert. Paramedics found him in ventricular fibrillation and barely managed to restore normal heart rhythm after multiple defibrillation attempts. His cardiologist confirmed that the electrolyte shift from his meal combination had triggered the near-fatal arrhythmia. Electrolyte imbalances from this food combination can cause sudden cardiac death, stroke, or complete heart failure within minutes of consumption. Your aging heart cannot survive the electrical chaos that rapid sodium-potassium shifts create, making this combination potentially fatal on the first occurrence. Never eat high sodium and high potassium foods within 2 hours of each other, allowing your kidneys time to process each mineral separately. This combination can literally stop your heart with the next bite. Change your meal timing now to prevent sudden cardiac death. Dinner combination 4. Acidic foods with alkaline foods. How does combining tomatoes with dairy create stomach acid that burns through your organs? The reality of this chemical reaction in senior bodies is more dangerous than most people realize. CDC digestive health studies show that seniors have approximately 50% thinner stomach linings compared to younger adults, making them extremely vulnerable to the extreme pH reactions that occur when acidic and alkaline foods are mixed. Your stomach lining, which once provided robust protection against acid damage, has become paper-thin and cannot withstand the chemical warfare that this combination creates. When acidic foods like tomatoes meet alkaline foods like dairy products in your stomach, they create an explosive neutralization reaction that produces excess heat and caustic byproducts that can literally burn holes through your weakened stomach wall. The digestive chemistry involved in this reaction becomes exponentially more dangerous in aging bodies due to reduced protective mucus production and compromised stomach wall integrity. Harvard gastroenterology research demonstrates that the pH swings created by acidic alkaline food combinations can be so extreme that they overwhelm the buffering capacity of senior digestive systems. Your stomach produces less protective mucus with age, leaving the stomach wall directly exposed to the caustic chemicals produced during these neutralization. Rapid pH changes also disrupt beneficial gut bacteria and can trigger dangerous inflammation throughout your digestion. Additionally, the weakened stomach muscles of seniors cannot efficiently clear these reactive chemicals, allowing them to remain in contact with vulnerable tissue for extended periods. Gladys, a 70-year-old from Utah, developed severe abdominal pain after years of enjoying her favorite tomato and cheese pasta dinners. Endoscopy revealed multiple deep ulcers and areas where the stomach lining had been completely eroded by repeated acid-base reactions. Her gastroenterologist warned that continued exposure could lead to perforation and potentially fatal internal bleeding. Extreme pH reactions from this combination can cause perforated ulcers, internal bleeding, and complete breakdown of your digestive system that requires emergency surgery to survive. The stomach wall damage from repeated acid-base reactions is often irreversible and can lead to chronic digestive problems that plague you for life. Eat acidic and alkaline foods in completely separate meals, spacing them at least 3 hours apart to prevent dangerous chemical reactions. Your stomach lining cannot survive these chemical attacks. Stop this combination today before it burns through your digestive system. Dinner combination 5. Processed meats with vitamin C foods. Why does eating bacon with orange juice create cancer-causing compounds that are deadly poison in your body? This combination, found in millions of American breakfast tables, becomes a chemical weapons factory when consumed by anyone over 65. Harvard cancer research, conducted over 3 decades, shows that combining processed meats with vitamin C-rich foods produces nitrosamines, powerful carcinogenic compounds that are 500% more toxic and persistent in senior bodies compared to younger adults. Your liver's ability to neutralize these cancer chemicals has diminished dramatically with age, allowing nitrosamines to circulate through your system and accumulate in organs where they trigger aggressive tumor formation. The nitrates and nitrites used to preserve processed meats react with vitamin C in your stomach to form these deadly compounds, but your aging detoxification systems cannot eliminate them effectively. The cancer-promoting mechanism of nitrosamine formation is particularly devastating in senior bodies due to compromised immune surveillance and reduced DNA repair capacity. When processed meats containing sodium nitrite encounter vitamin C in your acidic stomach environment, they undergo a chemical transformation that creates multiple types of nitrosamines, each capable of causing different forms of cancer. Research from the National Cancer Institute demonstrates that seniors have significantly reduced levels of protective enzymes that normally break down nitrosamines, allowing these carcinogens to persist in tissues for weeks rather than hours. Your immune system, already weakened by age, cannot effectively identify and destroy the cancer cells that nitrosamines create. Additionally, your DNA repair mechanisms have become less efficient, meaning that the genetic damage caused by nitrosamines is more likely to result in permanent mutations that lead to malignant tumors. Eugene, a 72-year-old from Texas, developed aggressive stomach cancer just 18 months after beginning a daily routine of bacon and orange juice for breakfast. His oncologist identified the nitrosamine formation from this combination as the likely trigger for his rapidly growing tumor. Despite aggressive treatment, the cancer had already metastasized throughout his digestive system. Nitrosamine formation dramatically increases your cancer risk and accelerates tumor growth in ways that can be fatal within months of regular exposure. The carcinogenic compounds created by this combination are among the most potent cancer-causing substances known to medical science. Never combine processed meats with citrus fruits, tomatoes, or any vitamin C-rich foods in the same meal, or even on the same day. You are literally creating carcinogens with every bite of this combination. Eliminate this deadly practice now, before cancer cells begin their deadly multiplication in your body. Dinner combination 6. High-fat foods with simple carbohydrates. How does combining butter with white bread create blood clots that cause strokes and heart attacks? This seemingly innocent combination becomes a cardiovascular time bomb in senior bodies due to dramatic changes in how aging systems process fats and sugars together. American Heart Association research spanning 25 years demonstrates that this combination increases stroke risk by 400% in adults over 65, primarily due to the formation of dangerous blood clots and arterial inflammation. When high-fat foods meet simple carbohydrate digestive system, they trigger a cascade of metabolic reactions that cause your blood to become thick and sticky. Your aging cardiovascular system cannot handle the sudden increase in blood viscosity, leading to clot formation that can block critical arteries to your heart and brain. The physiological mechanism behind this deadly combination involves insulin spikes, inflammatory responses, and changes in blood chemistry that are particularly dangerous for seniors. When you consume fats and simple carbohydrates together, your pancreas releases massive amounts of insulin to handle the sugar load, while your liver simultaneously processes the incoming fats. Mayo Clinic metabolic research shows that this dual processing creates a perfect storm of inflammatory compounds, triglyceride spikes, and blood coagulation factors that make clot formation almost inevitable. Your blood vessels, already narrowed and less flexible due to aging, cannot accommodate the increased blood thickness and inflammatory swelling that this combination produces. The clots that form can travel to your heart, brain, or lungs, causing immediate life-threatening blockages. Mildred, a 74-year-old from Georgia, suffered a massive stroke just 2 hours after eating her usual dinner of buttered white toast and jam. Emergency room doctors found multiple blood clots throughout her cerebral arteries and identified the fat-carbohydrate combination as the trigger for her clot formation. Despite immediate treatment, she suffered permanent brain damage from the stroke. This combination creates dangerous blood clots that can block brain arteries causing strokes or heart arteries causing fatal heart attacks within hours of consumption. The cardiovascular damage from repeated fat carbohydrate accumulates over time, making each subsequent meal more dangerous than the last. Choose either fats or simple carbohydrates for each meal, never combining them in the same eating session. Your next stroke or heart attack could be triggered by this combination. Change this deadly pattern immediately to protect your cardiovascular system. Dinner combination. 7. Caffeinated drinks with heavy meals. Why does drinking coffee with dinner create digestive toxins that poison your liver and can cause organ failure? The answer reveals how caffeine transforms from a mild stimulant into a liver toxin when combined with large meals in senior bodies. Mayo Clinic gastroenterology studies, conducted over 2 decades, show that caffeine consumed with heavy meals creates liver-damaging compounds in 80% of seniors tested, due to how caffeine interferes with the digestive process in aging systems. Your liver, already working at reduced capacity due to age-related changes, becomes overwhelmed when forced to process both caffeine and the complex breakdown products of large meals simultaneously. The combination creates toxic metabolites that accumulate in liver tissue, causing cellular damage that can progress to cirrhosis and complete liver failure. The toxic mechanism involves caffeine's interference with digestive enzyme production and bile flow, both of which are already compromised in senior digestive systems. When you drink caffeinated beverages with meals, the caffeine blocks the normal production of digestive enzymes needed to properly break down proteins and fat. Research from Johns Hopkins Hepatology Department demonstrates that this leads to incomplete digestion and the formation of toxic compounds that your liver must detoxify. Your aging liver lacks the enzyme capacity to handle both caffeine metabolism and the neutralization of these digestive toxins, leading to a dangerous backup of poisonous compounds in liver cells. The accumulated toxins cause inflammation, cell death, and progressive scarring that can destroy liver function permanently. Howard, a 71-year-old from Alaska, developed unexplained fatigue and abdominal pain after years of drinking coffee with his large evening meals. Blood tests revealed severe liver damage and elevated toxin levels that were traced to his nightly caffeine and heavy meal combination. His hepatologist warned that continued exposure would likely result in complete liver failure, requiring transplant. Digestive toxins created by this combination can cause irreversible liver damage, cirrhosis, and complete organ failure that can be fatal without liver transplantation. The liver damage progresses silently until critical function is lost, often making intervention too late to prevent death. Stop all caffeine consumption at least 4 hours before any large meal to prevent toxic compound formation. Every caffeinated dinner is poisoning your liver and bringing you closer to organ failure. End this deadly habit tonight to preserve your liver function and save your life. You now know the 7 dinner combinations that create deadly poison in senior bodies and have simple timing adjustments that can eliminate these toxic reactions completely. These aren't complicated dietary overhauls, just smart food timing strategies that work with your body's change chemistry. 65. Making these spacing adjustments starting tonight could prevent organ damage, cancer formation, and life-threatening complications, while allowing you to continue enjoying the foods you love safely. If these dangerous food combinations shocked you as much as they shocked me when I first discovered this research, hit that like button to help other seniors avoid these toxic dinner mistakes that are served in millions of homes every night. Share this video with any senior friends or family members. You could literally save their life by helping them understand how food timing can prevent these poisonous chemical reactions. Comment below and tell me which of these deadly combinations you've been eating regularly. I want to help you make the simple timing changes that could add healthy years to your life.